Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here tonight with one message: you are built for greatness, not mediocrity, not halfway greatness. And I'm not talking about something out there in the distance. I'm talking about the greatness that's already inside of you, just waiting for you to claim it. But let me tell you something: unlocking your true potential starts with understanding one simple truth. You are here for a reason, not by accident, not by coincidence. You have a purpose. Maybe you don't know exactly what it is yet, but I promise you it's there. And until you start walking in that purpose, you're not living, you're just existing. Now, here's the second thing: you've got to have faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in something bigger than yourself. Because there will be days when you feel lost, when the world feels heavy, and it seems easier to quit. On those days, your faith is what will carry you forward. And don't get it twisted, this journey isn't going to be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. There will be days when you feel like you're running up a mountain with a boulder on your back. But listen to me: every step, every stumble, every bruise, it's all part of the process. The struggle isn't there to stop you, it's there to shape you. Now, fear? Oh, it's going to show up. It's going to whisper in your ear: what if you fail? What if you fail? What if you're not good enough? Let me tell you, this fear doesn't have the power to stop you unless you let it. Action is the antidote to fear. When fear tells you to stop, take another step. Keep moving forward, no matter how small that step may be. And if you're going to reach your potential, you've got to get disciplined. Forget about shortcuts. Forget about easy roads. The secret is in the grind, those early mornings, those late nights, those moments when no one's watching but you. Discipline isn't punishment, it's freedom. It's what lets you take control of your life and write your own story. While you're chasing your dreams, don't forget to be grateful. Gratitude is what keeps your heart open and your mind focused. Be thankful for the journey. Be thankful for the people who lift you up. Even be thankful for the challenges, because they're making you stronger. And don't fear failure, welcome it. Failure is a teacher. Every time you fall, you learn how to rise. Every time you miss the mark, you get closer to the bullseye. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it. But here's the thing you need to hear the most: start now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. You don't need permission. You don't need the perfect plan. What you need is action. Today. Right here. Right now. You have everything you need to change your life. You have the potential, the power, and the purpose. The question is, are you ready to take the first step? Because the world is waiting for you. Your best life is waiting for you. But it won't wait forever. Unlock your true potential. Change your life today. Believing in your unique greatness is the foundation of unlocking your true potential. It begins with recognizing that there is no one else in this world quite like you. You were born with a combination of talents, abilities, and perspectives that no one else has. Too often, we let self-doubt creep in, comparing ourselves to others, thinking we're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough. But let me tell you something: comparison is a thief. It robs you of the chance to appreciate the gifts that are uniquely yours. You have to believe, not just on the surface, not just when things are going well, but deep down in the very core of your being, that you are built for something extraordinary. And this belief isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about acknowledging that you are enough, just as you are. It's about embracing your imperfections, your quirks, and even your failures, because they're all part of what makes you you. Greatness doesn't mean perfection, it means being the best version of yourself. It means standing tall in your authenticity and knowing that your voice, your ideas, and your contributions matter. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else, it needs you. The real you. The one who dares to dream, to step forward, to try, even when the odds seem stacked against you. This belief in your unique greatness is what fuels your resilience. It's what keeps you moving forward when the path gets rocky. It's what helps you shake off the negativity of others who might not see your vision or understand your journey. When you believe in your own greatness, you're not looking for external validation. You're not waiting for someone else to tell you you're worthy, because you already know it. It's not enough to simply acknowledge your potential, you have to own it. Speak it out loud. Act like it's already true. Because the truth is, the moment you start believing in yourself, the world begins to believe in you too. Doors open that you didn't even know existed. Opportunities come knocking. But it all starts with you believing that you are capable, that you are deserving, and that your greatness is not a distant possibility. It's already within you, waiting to be unleashed. Fear and failure are inevitable companions on the journey to unlocking your true potential. They are not obstacles to avoid, but challenges to embrace, because they hold the keys to your growth. Too often, we let fear dictate our actions, or worse, paralyze us into inaction. We tell ourselves, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm judged? But here's the truth, fear isn't the enemy. Fear is a sign that you're stepping into new territory, that you're reaching beyond your comfort zone. And that's exactly where transformation happens. When you embrace fear, you strip it of its power. Fear thrives in avoidance, in silence, in the shadows. But when you confront it, when you name it, face it, and move toward it, it shrinks. It loses its grip on you. Fear is like a muscle. The more you face it, the stronger you become at overcoming it. It doesn't disappear completely, but you learn to move forward despite it. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in the presence of it. And let's talk about failure, because failure is often painted as the ultimate disaster. Society teaches us to fear failure, to avoid it at all costs, to see it as a reflection of our inadequacy. But the reality is, failure is a teacher. Every time you fail, you learn something you didn't know before. You gain insight, wisdom, and resilience. Failure isn't a dead end, it's a detour, a redirection towards something better. Think about the most successful people you admire. Do you know what they have in common? They failed. Over and over again, they faced rejection, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But instead of letting failure stop them, they used it as fuel. Every failure was a stepping stone, a lesson that brought them closer to their goals. When you embrace failure, you stop fearing it. You start to see it as part of the process, not a verdict on your worth. Failure doesn't mean you're not good enough, it means you're trying, growing, and pushing yourself. The only true failure is never trying at all. The only true failure is letting fear hold you back from discovering what you're capable of. So take the leap. Face the fear. Welcome the failure. Because every step you take, every mistake you make, is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. The road to greatness isn't paved with perfection. It's marked by courage, by persistence, and by the willingness to keep going, no matter what. Fear and failure aren't your enemies. They're your allies in the pursuit of your potential. Discipline and consistency are the backbone of success, the silent forces that separate those who dream from those who achieve. You see, talent will only take you so far. Inspiration comes and goes. Motivation fades. But discipline, the ability to show up and put in the work, day in and day out, is what keeps the engine running long after the excitement wears off. Discipline is what turns potential into power and dreams into reality. It's not glamorous. It's not flashy. Discipline is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's saying no to distractions when they tempt you most. It's doing the hard things when nobody's watching, when there's no applause, and when progress feels invisible. But make no mistake, every one of those moments is a building block. Each small, disciplined action creates momentum, and over time, that momentum becomes unstoppable. Consistency is discipline's partner. It's not enough to work hard once in a while or push yourself for a short burst of effort. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. It's about showing up every single day, no matter how small the step forward might seem. Those little steps, repeated over time, compound into something extraordinary. Think about water dripping onto a rock. One drop does nothing. 10 drops do nothing. But over weeks, months, years, that steady drip can carve through solid stone. That's the power of consistency. It's about persistence, patience, and the trust that your effort will pay off even when you can't see the results right away. Discipline and consistency require sacrifice. They demand focus. But here's the thing, they also create freedom. When you're disciplined, you're no longer at the mercy of fleeting emotions or external circumstances. You don't wait to feel like it. You don't wait for the perfect conditions. You simply do what needs to be done. And that gives you control over your own destiny. It's not easy, but that's why it works. Most people give up before they even get started. Most people quit when it gets hard. But if you can cultivate discipline and stay consistent, you'll find yourself standing where others stopped. You'll see results that most people never achieve because they weren't willing to stay the course. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. If you have to, one habit, one commitment, one step at a time. Keep showing up, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Because over time, those small actions add up to big transformations. Discipline and consistency won't just help you unlock your potential, they'll help you sustain it, nurture it, and take it to heights you never imagined. That's the power of staying the course. That's the power of never giving up. Stepping out of your comfort zone is where true growth begins. It's easy to stay in a place that feels safe, where the challenges are minimal, and everything is predictable. But let me tell you something, comfort is a trap. It might feel good in the moment, but it keeps you stagnant. It keeps you small. Your comfort zone is not where dreams are realized, it's where they go to die. The life you want, the person you're meant to become, exists beyond the edges of what feels comfortable. To get there, you have to be willing to take risks. You have to be willing to feel the discomfort, the fear, the uncertainty that comes with trying something new. That fear you feel when you're about to step into the unknown, that's not a stop sign, it's a signal. It's telling you that you're about to grow. Growth is never easy. It requires you to face the parts of yourself that you'd rather avoid. It pushes you to do things you've never done, to think in ways you've never thought, and to take actions that scare you. But in that discomfort, there is transformation. Each step outside your comfort zone builds courage. Each challenge you face adds another layer of strength. Think about it, every great achievement in your life has come from doing something that once scared you. The first time you rode a bike, the first time you gave a presentation, the first time you tried something new, all of those moments were uncomfortable at first. But look at what they gave you. They gave you confidence. They gave you skills. They gave you the proof that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. Your comfort zone will always call you back, whispering promises of safety and ease. But staying there comes with a cost, a life half lived. The world is full of opportunities, experiences, and possibilities, but you'll never know them if you're not willing to take that leap. The truth is, the longer you stay in your comfort zone, the harder it becomes to leave it. Don't let fear keep you stuck in a place that no longer serves you. The key is to take one step at a time. You don't have to leap off a cliff, you just have to take the first step. Try something new. Speak up when you'd usually stay quiet. Take on a challenge that feels just a little beyond your reach. Each small step stretches your comfort zone, making it bigger and bigger until the things that once scared you become second nature. Stepping out of your comfort zone isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become. You become resilient. You become adaptable. You become someone who can face uncertainty with courage and use it as a catalyst for growth. And the more you practice stepping into the unknown, the more you realize that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. So take the step. Embrace the discomfort. Let it shape you. Because the life you're capable of living, the dreams, the goals, the greatness is waiting for you just beyond the edge of your comfort zone. Staying focused on your purpose is the compass that guides you through life's challenges and distractions. Purpose is what gives your life direction. It's your why, the reason you wake up each day and push forward, even when the road gets rough. Without purpose, it's easy to get lost, to drift from one thing to another, chasing fleeting desires or succumbing to temporary setbacks. Purpose is the anchor that keeps you grounded and the fuel that keeps you moving. Your purpose is deeply personal. It's not about what others expect of you or what society says you should do. It's about what sets your soul on fire, what makes you feel alive, and what gives you a sense of meaning. Finding your purpose isn't always straightforward. It takes reflection, self-discovery, and sometimes even trial and error. But once you've identified it, once you've locked onto it, everything else falls into place. Distractions will come. Life will throw curveballs. People will doubt you, criticize you, or try to pull you in a different direction. But when you're focused on your purpose, none of that can derail you. Purpose gives you clarity. It helps you say no to the things that don't align with your vision, and yes to the things that bring you closer to it. Purpose isn't just a goal. It's a guiding principle, a way of living that informs every choice you make. There will be moments when staying focused on your purpose feels hard. Maybe you'll face setbacks that make you question if you're on the right path. Maybe progress will feel slow, and you'll wonder if it's even worth it. In those moments, remember why you started. Go back to the reason you set out on this journey in the first place. Think about the impact you want to make, the life you want to create, and the person you want to become. Purpose doesn't mean the absence of struggle. It means having the strength to endure it. It's what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. Motivation is fleeting, but purpose is enduring. It's the voice that whispers, "Keep going," when everything else tells you to stop. Staying focused on your purpose also means being intentional with your time and energy. You can't do everything, and you shouldn't try. Focus on what matters most. Eliminate distractions that don't serve your purpose. Surround yourself with people who support your vision and uplift you. Protect your purpose fiercely, because it's the foundation of your fulfillment and success. Purpose is not just about achieving something, it's about the journey. It's about the person you become as you pursue it. When you stay focused on your purpose, you find a sense of peace and fulfillment that nothing else can provide. Life becomes more than just a series of tasks or obligations. It becomes meaningful, powerful, and intentional. So, hold on to your purpose. Keep it front and center in your mind and heart. Let it guide your decisions, your actions, and your path. When you stay focused on your purpose, you create a life that's not just successful, but significant. You live a life that truly matters. Acting now, not tomorrow, is the secret to transforming your life. The idea of waiting until the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, or the right level of preparedness is a trap that keeps so many people stuck in a cycle of procrastination. Tomorrow turns into next week into next year, and before you know it, the dreams you once held so close remain just that, dreams. The truth is, there's no such thing as the perfect time to start. The only time you have is now. When you act now, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and the world you are serious about making a change. Action creates momentum. Even small steps forward begin to break down the barriers of doubt, fear, and hesitation. The more you move, the more you learn, adapt, and grow. You don't need all the answers before you start. Clarity often comes through action. Waiting for everything to fall into place is like waiting for a train that never arrives. The time to board is now. Fear is often the reason we put off taking action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, it all feels safer to delay. But here's the thing, fear doesn't disappear with time. In fact, the longer you wait, the stronger that fear becomes. The antidote to fear isn't avoidance, it's movement. Every time you take a step, no matter how small, you weaken fear's grip on you. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. procrastination also has a cost. It's not just time you're losing, it's opportunities, growth, and the chance to live the life you truly want. The goals you have, the changes you dream of, they don't happen by accident. They require deliberate effort, and every day you delay is a day you can never get back. Life is short, and time waits for no one. You don't want to look back years from now and wonder, what if I had started sooner? Action doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. You might stumble, you might make mistakes, but that's part of the process. The important thing is to begin. Start where you are with what you have. Don't let the fear of imperfection or the desire for a flawless plan hold you back. The journey to success is messy, but it's better to move forward imperfectly than to stay stuck in place. When you act now, you take control of your life. You stop letting circumstances or other people dictate your future. You become the driver, not the passenger. Each decision to act builds your confidence and your belief in yourself. The sooner you start, the sooner you see results. And those results fuel your determination to keep going. The power of action lies in its immediacy. It turns intentions into realities, dreams into plans, and potential into progress. The first step may be small, but it's the most important. Don't let doubt, fear, or procrastination rob you of the life you're capable of living. The time is now, not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Take the leap, make the call, start the project. Whatever it is, do it today. Your future self will thank you. In conclusion, the journey to unlocking your true potential is not a destination, it's a path you create with every decision, every action, and every step you take. It starts with believing in your unique greatness, embracing fear and failure as powerful teachers, and staying disciplined and consistent even when the road gets tough. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, staying focused on your purpose, and acting now instead of waiting for the right time. Each of these principles is a building block that forms the foundation for a life of meaning, success, and fulfillment. Remember, the only thing holding you back is the story you tell yourself about what you can or can't do. If you want change, if you want to live a life that matters, you have to make the choice to step into your power and take action today. There's no better time than now. Embrace the process, trust yourself, and know that your potential is limitless. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. Don't keep it waiting any longer. Go out there and unlock your greatness. Thank you.